Hey there, it's PPCKirk, and this is your marketing moment. Today's marketing moment will focus on the recent news about Google no longer tracking users around the web. Of Google no longer tracking users in their advertising platforms around the... Of Google transitioning their tracking to the Privacy Sandbox rather than cookies to prevent users from seeing personalized ads. That's not it either. Like, what is changing? So for users in the ads they see, no difference at all. Nothing? No difference? Okay. So what exactly is happening in this change? It's incredibly technical, but don't worry, I've broken it down for you in simplistic and understandable language in this next sentence. I'm kidding. I'm really not the best one to break this down for you. I'm not really super technically minded in this, but hey, I'm the one you're still watching, and I know a little bit of it, so I'll do my best to explain it. Now, some in the marketing community, those who we might refer to as super geeks, they note that this should not be a surprise. I mean, I don't know about all of you. I, for one, am definitely one of the many people who didn't see the Open ID initiatives as long-term viable. Absolutely. Viable? The Open ID initiative? Viable? Are you kidding me? These guys and their viability. Okay, well, I don't know what's happening either, but it has something to do with FLoC, turtle-dove cookies, and the Privacy Sandbox, and the data geeks among us are already prepping their dad jokes. So let's spend a little time diving into each of these. First, let's look at FLoC. According to Google, the definition of FLoC, the Farm Labor Organizing Committee, flag letter of commendation, for love of children, federated learning of cohorts. Yeah, actually, it's that last one. The last one did. So what the FLoC is FLoC? Well, instead of your individual browser activity being tracked by everyone with the third-party cookie, you're now assigned labels that lump you together with other people or cohorts who behave the same way you do online, so ads can be shown to you and your cohorts. Because definitely being labeled with people completely different from you, except for some random specific online behaviors, which you may or may not have even done, that's always worked really well for us in the past. The flocking blippy label again. Let my kids use my flocking phone. Okay, so hold on then. Well, then what's a cookie? I'm definitely not going to make a cookie joke here. The most overdone joke in all of marketing land. Honestly, it's just time for the cookie joke to die. Can we briefly just pause and have a funeral? What is a cookie? Well, a third-party cookie is what Google is killing off. These are cute little things placed on your device by someone other than the website in which you are visiting, a third party. Oh, what a cute little cookie. First-party cookie, on the other hand, is still allowed by Google. That's when the site you are on actively stores data about you. So, moral of the story here, other than the cookie joke dying, is to begin collecting your own data if you want. I mean, also, like, you don't have to actually do that. Really, surprisingly, there's actually no law that you are required to collect first-party data, that you have to collect data just to have it, actually. And there's not even any awards about whoever collects the most data, all right? So just gonna throw that out there. What's this then about a privacy sandbox? In the words of Digiday, WTF is Google's privacy sandbox. Digiday, you guys okay with that title? Seem a little stressed out. Been a tough year for tech reporters. Here's the description. Privacy Sandbox represents an alternative pathway that Google is providing for the ad industry to take, relying on anonymized signals that are not cookies within a person's Chrome browser to profit from that user's browsing habits. Honestly, I have no idea what I just said. No, but seriously, in breaking this down, there are a couple of interesting points here. First, unlike current practice, your user data never will leave your browser or device with the Privacy Sandbox. I mean, that's actually pretty cool. Your data stays with you. Unlike that dog I had. Whatever happened with that dog? Like, he's just gone. Something about going to a farm? You suppose he never made it to the farm? Second, your data is anonymized and aggregated. We're back to the flocking treatment. The good news of cohorts and labels is that random businesses around the web can't follow you personally around like some sleazy guy in an alley. The bad news, as we discussed before, is, well, once you're labeled by Google, you appear to be labeled. Let my kids use my flocking phone. So what does this all mean for privacy? Well, the good news is that this is one step further towards your data actually becoming more private on the web. Hey, that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and give that 2 thumbs up. On the other hand, since data is currency, it also means the behemoth Google is now the only one who has access to and can utilize that data for advertising. It's called a walled garden, and Google's walled garden just got really, really high. So that's probably actually not so good then in the interest of non-monopolies. 2 thumbs up, no thumbs up, I don't know. You decide if it's good for the industry or not. This has been your marketing moment. I'm PPCKirk, and may the auctions be ever in your favor.